Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at the words aunt or aunt, haunted, and Austin. So these words all have the letters AU, and we have some options for the vowel sounds in these words. At least in the word aunt or aunt, you'll hear two variations on how Americans pronounce that word. So the way I pronounce it, and I think a lot of Native American speakers pronounce it, is with the vowel a, and it's the same as the word aunt. So you have a forward a vowel. For example, you could try pairing it with a word like that aunt, or an aunt, and you have that same a open front vowel. Some places they use the ah vowel and they say more like aunt. That tends to be more of an East Coast pronunciation. It's also more similar to the British pronunciation. So you will hear both in the US, depending on where someone is from and what their family background is, what they tend to say. Either one is acceptable. Then, when it comes to the words haunted and Austin, in these words, the letters AU say the ah vowel. There's no option. We don't change how those are pronounced. So, haunted, to go through the pronunciation of haunted, we have first syllable stress. So the han syllable is long and has a clear vowel. And then the second syllable is short and has a reduced I vowel. There's also two options, though, for the word haunted. That's because the letters NT in American English, Americans will often drop the T sound. So sometimes Americans will say haunted rather than haunted. So, for example, the haunted house, the house was haunted. In that case, you just leave the N off entirely, haunted, and you just move right from the N into your id syllable. If you do use a T in NT words like haunted, then you want to have a puff of air for that T. So a lot of times the T in the middle of words will change. It'll either be stopped, like in the word mountain, where we don't really let that T out, or it'll be flapped, like in the word water, sounds more like a D. But when we have NT together, we either drop the T or we use a true T like at the start of words. So trying it without the T, haunted, or with the T, haunted, haunted. Lastly, Austin also has first syllable stress and the ah vowel. And I wrote it here with the letter I, Austin. You can do a little bit of an I vowel in that second syllable, but you'll notice that in Austin, or in other places, Austin, we go right from that T to the N with a very reduced little vowel in there. So you might see it in the dictionary without any vowel there at all. Austin, Austin. We do say this T sound. Let the air out of that T sound. So we have my aunt lived in a haunted house in Austin. Hopefully that helps you. We do have some other different vowel sounds that we can make with the letters AU. To learn about sounds, vowel sounds, and spelling, I recommend going through my vowel sounds and sounds playlists, as well as checking out our online course, The Sounds of American English. It'll tell you about all of the different sounds of English, how they're spelled, what common words they're in, and what accent error patterns to watch out for. So the kinds of patterns and mistakes you might be making because of the way the sounds work in your native language and how those are different in English. Oftentimes, spelling can be rather confusing to know what vowel sound you're supposed to be saying. So being able to have some comparison words like the ah vowel has black cat, the ah vowel has caught law, knowing the symbols for those vowel sounds, and then again, the variations on spelling can be very helpful for a basic foundation in pronunciation so that you can pronounce any word that you want confidently, knowing that you're making the correct sounds. So check those out. Our online courses are either free or they are under $2. So they're really economical, reasonable way to get a little bit further along in your pronunciation in English. Those are on speechmodification.com on our courses page. Thanks so much for being a part of class today. If you have a comment or a request that you'd like to see included in a future class, feel free to leave that on this video or any of my videos. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.